This is standing lumbopelvic flexion. What we want to test is your ability to reach down towards the ground. You're going to stand up tall and lock out your legs with your feet directly underneath your hips. From there, I want you to bend over and reach for your toes slowly, being mindful of when you feel like you need to unlock your knees. Once your knees unlocked, that is the end of your range. Come back up. Try one more time. Go ahead and turn to the side. Lock the legs out and reach for your toes. This is the test for shoulder abduction. You're going to face the camera, palms facing forward, standing up nice and tall. Bring your arms out wide all the way overhead as far as you can reach. Reach up towards the ceiling, shrug your shoulders, and then bring them back down, and then release. You'll then turn sideways towards the camera. Again, stand tall, palms facing forward, reach out wide as high as possible, trying to cover your ears with your biceps. And then bring it back down. This is the test for shoulder flexion. With your knees bent, reach one arm straight up towards the ceiling and then drop it overhead. Bring it back up and down by your side. You'll then do the other side, drop it overhead, bring it back down, and then repeat with both arms at the same time. We're looking for the range of motion that you go through and any sensations that might be present, so make sure that you note where you feel this and what you're feeling. This test is supine hip flexion. If you have a partner, it would be ideal for you to use somebody to help you get into these ranges. If not, you can go ahead and move your knee through this range. What you're going to do is keep one leg nice and long, and then the other leg, you're going to go through 3 slots. The first one being pushing your knee all the way into your chest straight forward. Notice any sensations that might be present. Bring it back down. Drop it out to the side about 15-20 degrees, and then pull it all the way up again. Notice whether this feels better, worse, or the same, or any sensations that might be present. You'll then drop it all the way out to the side and pull it back in. Notice that I'm turning the foot out towards the side, reaching all the way in. You'll then repeat that on the other side. This is the test for hip external rotation. You'll lay with your feet facing the camera, cross one foot over the knee, and then allow the knee to just drop naturally down towards the floor. Don't try to force it, just let it relax there. Notice any sensations that might be present in the knee, hip, or lower back. You'll then release and repeat on the other side. This is the test for hip internal rotation. I want you with your feet facing the camera. You'll then bring one foot up into the air and let it drop out to the side. Don't try to force it, just see where you go naturally and note any sensations that might be present in the knee, hip, or lower back. You'll then release and do the other side. Pull the foot up and let it drop out. This is the prone heel to butt. Again, if you have a partner, please go ahead and use them. If not, you can use a band or a towel to pull your foot up into your hips. You'll lay down on your stomach in a fully relaxed position with both legs out straight. You'll then have your partner pull your heel as far as possible, applying generous pressure to try to get your heel all the way to touch your hips. Notice any sensations that might be present in the knee, in the leg, or in the lower back. You'll then repeat that on the other side. This is the test for spinal rotation. I want you to bring both knees up out to This is the test for spinal rotation. I want you to lay down on your side and bring both knees up at a 90-degree angle of the hip and a 90-degree angle of the knee. From there, you'll then open up the arms and rotate as far as you can without allowing the hips to move too much. Notice any sensations that might be present, whether in your chest, your low back, or your hip, and what range of motion you can comfortably get through. You'll then release that, go to the other side, and repeat. Again, knees stacked up, 90-degree angle at the hip, 90-degree angle at the knee, and then open up through a comfortable range. This is the test for wrist extension. You'll take a piece of paper, standard 8 by 10. If you are a male, fold it to where you have a 5-inch segment. If you're female, fold it to where you have a 4-inch segment. Place it in front of a target that you can bring your shoulder to. From here, I want you to keep your wrist, your palm in touch with the floor. Rotate your elbow to face that support beam, and then try to bring your shoulder to the target, keeping your elbow locked out. If you find that this is difficult or you cannot reach the target, slide into the paper until you find a distance that you can accomplish the task. You can bring your shoulder to the support beam with the elbow locked out. Notice where you feel this. There could be pinching in the front of the wrist or a stretch in the back. Make sure that you note any sensations that might be present. This is the test for ankle dorsiflexion. I want you to set up a standard 8 by 10 piece of paper. If you are a male, you will fold it halfway so that you get a 5-inch segment. If you are female, fold it so that you get a 4-inch segment. Place it in front of something that you can have a target to bring your knee to. Line up your feet at the edge of the paper so that your toes are right at the edge. You will want to do this barefoot. From there, without overthinking it, bring your knee to the support beam that you're aiming for, while keeping your heel fully engaged with the floor. If you cannot bring your knee to that target, slide into the paper until you find a distance from the target that you can actually accomplish the task, that you can reach your knee to the support beam. You'll then repeat this on the other side. Be sure to note any sensations that might be present and where you feel it. There could be pinching in the front of the ankle or stretching in the back in the calf or down into the Achilles. Make sure that you note where you feel anything.